Hi, my name is Bari, and I am a mom of three. My kids are, I guess, a little older. I have 22, 19, and 15. So our life is busy in a different way. And we are originally lived in Maryland and Howard County for a long time. And we moved about 8 years ago to California. So we live in California now. I am a primary care doctor and I work part time, but I love what I do. And that's me. So I was in a pretty I was in a pretty dark place, like with myself and my body and my health. And I felt bad for a long time. Like my weight was the highest it's ever been and just stayed there. And I would make all these deals with myself. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And then, like, really, I would just sit down on the couch and eat a bag of Chex Mix and my weight would go nowhere. And I was miserably unhappy every time I looked in the mirror. And then there really is like sort of a backstory, which is um, I got diagnosed with high blood pressure, which I had been like kind of keeping an eye on for a while. And I knew it was a little bit high. And then my doctor and I decided, like, is it time for medicine? And that really kind of freaked me out in a way. My mom died about 2 years ago from vascular dementia, which is really related to a series of many strokes, some small, some larger. And high blood pressure is a huge risk factor for that. And she had a pretty sedentary lifestyle too. And it was a pretty awful thing to watch her go through this very early onset dementia. And it was a pretty terrible life for many years. And when I got diagnosed with high blood pressure, that really made me scared because this was a thing that I did not want to happen to me. And um, so that really was putting me in a place where I was like, I must do something. Not just because I didn't like the way I looked in the mirror, but because I was worried like about my health and my future and my ability to be here for the people that I care about for the long term. I feel so good. Um, when I look in the mirror, I just feel happier. I'm still working on the blood pressure, which is down, but I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't have that like awful nagging voice in my head all the time, which is like you're heavy, you're overweight, you look terrible, everything looks bad on you. Like this constant like negative berating voice is way quiet, and I feel like just I feel strong, I feel positive, I feel good about what I'm doing. And that's huge to not just constantly feel bad. And so that I think for me is a really huge, huge win. Now it's a journey. Like I'm not totally where I want to be yet, but I just feel positive. And that's everything. There's this like sort of narrative out there in the world that oh, you're 50, you're perimenopausal, you're this is it. Like you're done. You can't lose weight, you can't be strong. Like this is just it's all downhill from here. And I really was feeling that. I was like, well, I'm just stuck. Like this is I didn't do it when I should have, and now I'm stuck here and this is my life. But that is 100% not true. And that is a really shift in my head. And I would really say to anyone who is like on the fence and is thinking that, like, that is a falsehood that is out there in the world and in the media that is just not true. And you can do things for yourself. And that has been a huge shift in my mindset that I, I don't feel too old to do this. And I don't feel like my hormones are like killing me. Like this is a real thing that you can do and that I am doing that I'm excited about and works. Everything I've ever done before is like deprivation, deprivation, deprivation. And this is not deprivation. And that's a huge change in my mindset that it's not like all or nothing. You're either, I used to kind of say like on plan, off plan. I'm like, oh, that thing's not off plan, or I'm off plan this weekend, or, and that's not where, that's a huge shift in my head is this is a lifestyle plan. And some days, some meals are better than others, but it's all the plan. The whole thing is the plan. And the whole plan is to eat mostly healthy and work out like most of the time, but it's also part of the plan to go on vacation with your friends and to eat cheesecake and to eat all those things. And it's not a cheat and it's not a fail, and it's part of it. You're supposed to do those things. I've done a million things, as like many people have, and things like work and then they don't work, and it's the same thing, on plan, off plan, and like it's not what you really want to be doing. So I got to you, like I had a friend who worked with you, and I was kind of stalking you on Facebook a little bit, and then you offered this scholarship program right at the same time I got diagnosed with high blood pressure. And I was like, okay, the planets are all aligned. This is the universe telling me that I should do this. And I sent you my story and I got scholarship money from you. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And the day that I signed up with you, I told you the story. Like, I did not sleep that night. I was like, this is a colossal mistake. I am spending all this money. This is never going to work. Nothing works. This is ridiculous. And I've had such like bad luck, bad success. I was like, I'm going to spend all this money and this is just not going to work. Like nothing works. The idea of not spending money on yourself is a bad premise. Like that's a bad idea that I had, that somehow the money seemed like a lot and that I wasn't like, I don't know, like worth it in some way, like that it felt extravagant. But that is a hugely, hugely faulty premise, that you are the most important thing that you can spend money on. And that working on making yourself healthier and better and happier is so valuable. There's so much value. I was eating completely wrong. I thought I was like often doing well, like when I was doing the right thing, I thought I was doing pretty well, but I have learned that that is not, I wasn't. I wasn't making great choices. I think one of the things you really focus on is how to eat well and eat in like a sort of nutritious way. I think I was often just watching the calories, but not the nutrition. And if you really do that, and you just watch the calories, you're not like, you're still hungry and wanting. And I have learned, the hugest thing I've learned is eating foods that are like so nutrition full, low calorie, high protein. So I am full all the time. And if I'm not full, if I feel hungry, I eat something. But I eat something that is like sort of serves me better. Like I don't eat a bag of Chex Mix. I eat like an apple or a cheese stick or a yogurt or something that keeps me really full. But if I really feel like Chex Mix, I have Chex Mix. I think that's something I've learned from you too, is like to feed the craving. Like I don't deprive myself. Like if I want it, and I really can't shake the idea, I just eat it. And that has been great. So I've really learned about how to choose foods that serve me. I want to tell people, like, I only eat foods I like. I am not like eating foods that I don't like. I only eat foods I like. I've definitely sort of expanded the foods I eat, and I have things I eat more regularly for meals now than I used to. But I love the foods I'm eating. And I think, one of the things you do, which is great, is there's a ton of ideas of things to eat that help, and people get ideas from the group and from your posts. And so I've really learned how to do that. I've really learned how to eat everything, and not feel bad about it, and try and eat all kinds of things. The workouts I love. I did not know I would love strength training as much as I do. And I really love this strength training. And it's so easy. I mean, you just get on your app, you hit play, and it tells you exactly what to do. There's like no brain work. You just do it. It times for you. It count like there's videos of the exercises. You have to do nothing. Like you just have to show up. So I really love the workouts, which has been huge. I find myself now like changing my day to make sure that I get the workout in, getting up early. I don't mind if I know I want to get my workout in. So that has been huge. And I do not want to discount how huge you specifically are. I think you are amazing at what you do, and you are the hugest cheerleader. You're very real, like, so you're very honest, which I love. That you're just like, if I'm having a moment like of doubt or concern, you are so fast on text. You are there. You are responsive very quickly. I've had an injury like that I'm dealing with while doing this program, and Sarah, who works with you, is amazing at helping me through that. And how do I modify my exercise, and how do I continue to do the things? So I think you as a team have been really key in making this feel successful for me. Even things like, I worried about how to talk to my daughters about what I'm doing. And I expressed that to you, and you're like, let's set up a call. And so it's not just about like the weight loss and the working out. Like I feel like you're like fitness expert, nutrition expert, but you're also like therapist. Like you are really good at all those things. So I can't say enough about how helpful you have both been to me. I would say you should definitely do it. It is it is worth the money to take care of yourself. Um, I'm happy to talk to you if you whoever it is to help convince you. Um, this is like this isn't a hard thing that I'm doing, which also has surprised me. It's not hard to do what I'm doing and to do the nutrition and to exercise. It's not super time consuming. It takes a little while to get used to it. I'm not going to say that the first like week or two wasn't hard. It takes some adjustment, but it's way easier now. This program works. You can do this with a rational, reasonable approach to health and wellness. It's not a diet. It's not a gimmick. It's not a fad. If that's what you want, this isn't the program for you. This is a lifestyle. This is a plan for life. This is how you get yourself healthy. And you can do it in a not complicated way, eating the foods you want, including snacks and treats, which I eat every day. Um, and you can do it with amazing support. I felt so supported by Narit and by Sarah, and also the community that we have on Facebook, like with people who support you and like post I'm on vacation, I'm working out, or here's the thing I made and look what I'm eating, and here's a snack I found that's high in protein. Like people are great. And so to have that community and support is amazing. This program works. It's not hard. It's straightforward. It's based in science. It's real. This is, if you don't take the time to take care of yourself now, you'll be in someone's office forced to take the time later when your illness and your catches up with you. So take the time to do it for yourself. And this program is an amazing one that works. It's been so great.